AMC Entertainment Holdings, Inc., is an American movie theater chain headquartered in Leawood, Kansas, and the largest movie theater chain in the world. Founded in 1920, AMC has the largest share of the U.S. theater market ahead of Regal and Cinemark theaters. After acquiring Odeon Cinemas, UC Cinemas, and Carmike Cinemas in 2016, it became the largest movie theater chain in both the world and the United States. It has 2,866 screens in 358 theaters in Europe and 7,967 screens in 620 theaters in the United States. The company is listed on the New York Stock Exchange. From 2012 to 2018, the Chinese conglomerate Wanda Group owned a majority stake in the company. Private equity firm Silver Lake Partners made a $600 million investment in AMC in September 2018. But the voting power of AMC shares is structured in such a way that Wanda Group still controlled the majority of AMC's board of directors. Amid financial downturns caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, in January 2021 Wanda's ownership was increasingly diluted due to new financing by AMC and Silver Lake converting its $600 million debt holding to equity after a short squeeze. In early February 2021, Wanda converted its Class B shares to Class A shares, thus reducing its voting power. AMC Theatres was founded in 1920 by Morris, Edward, and Barney Dubinsky, who had been traveling the Midwest performing melodramas and tent shows with actress Jean Eagles. They purchased the Regent Theater on 12th Street between Walnut and Grand in downtown Kansas City, Missouri. The Dubinskys eventually changed their name to Durwood, and the company they formed eventually became known as Durwood Theatres. The chain also had theaters in St. Joseph and Jefferson City, Missouri and Leavenworth and Topeka, Kansas. When Edward's son Stanley left the U.S. Air Force after World War II, he joined the company in 1945. He persuaded his father to build drive-in theaters and built them in St. Joseph, Jefferson City and Leavenworth. In 1947 they expanded further with the acquisition of the Liberty Theater in downtown Kansas City, which they remodeled and renamed the Roxy. They won an antitrust suit to enable them to show first-run product at the Roxy and went on to acquire all of the downtown cinemas in Kansas City including the Empire Theater, the Capri Theater, the Midland Theater and the Paramount Theater. In 1961, after Ed died, Stanley took control of Durwood Theatres, which by then was a small 10-theater chain, with an interstate planned around Kansas City. Durwood looked to sites outside downtown and acquired 2 sites at a shopping center on Kansas City's Ward Parkway to build a 700-seat theater. As the sites could not be combined, they opened 2 theaters side by side as the Parkway Twin Theater in 1963. This was the company's first foray into using the multiplex model. According to Variety, Stanley Durwood later claimed in 1962 that he was standing in the lobby of his 600-seat Roxy in Kansas City mulling over its poor grosses, when he realized he could double his box office by adding a second screen and still operate with the same size staff. Following the success of the Parkway Twin, AMC followed up with the Embassy 3XXX at the Country Club Plaza, the Metro Plaza, a 4-screen theater in Kansas City in 1966, and a 6-screen theater in Omaha in 1969. The industry quickly embraced the multiplex concept, where additional screens meant very little difference in staff and operating costs but resulted in a significant increase in profits. The concept also provided more film choices at one location, drawing bigger crowds. It also gave owners the flexibility to show big hits on more screens, and less reliance on any individual film that could turn out to be a bust. Stanley renamed Durwood Theatres as American Royal Cinema on October 1, 1968 after the American Royal Livestock and Horse Show, but the show sought an injunction and the name was changed to American Multi-Cinema, Inc. Stanley began to apply military management and the insights of management science to revolutionize the movie theater industry. As he later explained to Variety magazine, we needed to define what our company was doing in the business. My dad wasn't that organized. It was structured under the belief that every customer was a guest. By the 1980s, the company was experiencing strong growth, and in 1983 it had its initial public offering. AMC Theatres built its first multiplex overseas in 1985. The 10-screen multiplex at the Point, Milton Keynes in the United Kingdom, and later opened additional sites in the UK such as in Dudley and Tamworth, Staffordshire. In October 1988, they announced a joint venture with United Artists and Cinema International Corporation to run their combined cinemas in the UK, Ireland under the AMC name. However, AMC pulled out of the joint venture in December 1988 and sold their UK assets, including their 12 cinemas, to the new entity for $98 million and withdrew from the UK MA.